wonderful people, how are you doing? I hope you're going well. Right now, while I'm recording this video, there's a snowstorm out front. Like, I've never seen anything like this. It's so bad. Even in a snowstorm, we still talk about books. We still read books. So I am here. So today's video is gonna be a bit different in that I am going to read 1-star reviews about my favorite books. So I hope I don't get too upset, because I really love these books. I gave all of these books 5 stars. I was blown away by these books. And if these books are part of a series, I read the series because I absolutely loved it. So, but before we start that, let me show you outside, okay? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Yeah. Okay. I almost break my ass. Good ankle. Oh crap. Oh, it is so cold. Look.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
That's enough. Let's go back inside. Let us check out these 6 books that I gave 5 stars to, that other people gave 1 star to. Like, how is that possible? How is that possible? Like, 5 stars and they gave it 1 star. We probably didn't read the same book. I don't know. Will I get upset reading these reviews? Probably. Do I agree with their reviews? 100% no. Do I wish I could meet these persons to know what they were thinking when they rated my favorite books 1 star? I would love to. Let us get started. So first of all, I absolutely, wholeheartedly love Ruthless People by J.J. McAvoy. I love the entire series. I love the Children of Vice books because they are Melody and Liam's kids. They are vicious, they are ruthless, they are corrupt, just like their parents. Love it. So for somebody to give 1 star to Ruthless People, all right, here we go. So I'm looking at these reviews on Goodreads. Oh, y'all, somebody gave this book 1 star. Now, this is the first book in the series. They DNF'd the book, and all they read was the first 3 chapters. How is that possible? How is that possible? Like, you only read the first 3 chapters of a book, and you're saying how the first thing you should know about this book is that it used to be a Twilight fan fiction. It's supposed to be about mafia and 2 families that hate each other, the Italians and the Irish. I'm 90% sure that this is not how mafia works. Melody and Ian are the boss and supposedly very badass. They don't hesitate to kill for what they want. What do you want from a mafia book? Tell me, what do you want in a mafia story? For everyone to come together and say kumbaya? How is that supposed to happen? Yo, it's the mafia. They are going to kill. They are supposed to be badass. It is kill or be killed. Yes, there is a lot of swearing. So what? I'm pissed right now that they gave this book 1 star. I could never, ever see this book as a 1-star book, ever. Not even 3 or 4. I can see this book. This story is phenomenal. I've never read a mafia book like this. This book, Ruthless People, This introduced me to reading mafia, and it's because of this book that I love this trope so much. I kid you not. I absolutely love it. And this is the book that started it all for me, that made me realize that just like you have a serious addiction to reading enemies to lovers. Like you have the Italian mafia, you have the Irish mafia, you have two bosses, two separate individuals who were trained to take over as bosses. And what do you expect? They're gonna hate each other. And that just made the story so much intense. Like you only read 3 chapters, so you shouldn't even talk. Like your DNF had three chapters. And this person has the audacity to put up gifs saying no. No, you should not have written that review. At least read 50%. But you just, 3 chapters, Yo, I'm upset. If you would like me to do another reaction video to some 1-star reviews of 5-star books that I have read, or maybe 5-star books that you have read, let me know down below. Make sure and comment. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite reads ever. I just love it. Honestly, I love every book that I have read by Kristin Ashley. I love. So let's see a 1-star review, if they have any. Hopefully they don't. So I found a 1-star review for this 5-star book, and apparently a lot of people did not like it, but boo-hoo, not every book is for everyone. People, y'all need to realize that, right? Not everyone is going to love the book that you love. Oh, I should give myself that advice, right? The person started off by saying, first, I apologize. First, an apology. It's not my intent to bash this author. She has provided me many hours of enjoyment and many characters to love. Obviously, because she's a phenomenal writer, her stories are always on point. But for some reason, you don't like it because it had BDSM in it. Because you don't really like books with BDSM. How is that fair? Okay, then the whole baby daddy thing. This author just provided, a book for persons like myself who enjoys that type of thing, okay? So if Knight wants to be called daddy and he has a daddy complex, there are people in the world like that. Why are you judging? Don't judge, okay? Don't judge. Why are you coming all up inside here and giving this book 1 star? So listen to this. I did like these characters until I didn't. I did like this story until I didn't. So you like the characters, but then you don't like it. You like the story, but then you don't like it. Why? Because the man ended up being up him? Am I being too harsh? I wonder. Am I being too harsh? Let me know down below. Like, I love the story, and I'm sure you loved it too, but they didn't like it, and they gave it 1 star. Never Seduce a Scot by Maya Banks, and someone gave this book 1 star. Yeah, they said this book is a first-rated sleeping pill. Tell me, right, how they could say this book is a sleeping pill. Like, there was so much excitement in this book. You had 2 different Highlander clans, and because they kept warring each other, the king decided to force a marriage between both clans. You have the lad from one clan marrying the daughter from another clan. Tell me this is an enemies to lovers, because you know what? The daughter, she doesn't want to marry the lad to the next clan. No, she doesn't. There was excitement from the get-go because the heroine in this book, she was deaf. And to survive in that time with that type of disability is hard. And she had to overcome all these challenges. Tell me how that is a sleeping pill. and the person says, I absolutely don't understand how it received such a high amount of high ratings. Because something wrong with you. It's not us. No, it's not us. We understood the story. We got it. We got it. You didn't. You didn't understand the assignment.
I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment.
This is a phenomenal Highlander romance. And you gave it 1 star. Ha! Someone just threw down fighting words. Someone just threw down fighting words. Because I love Laura Lee Breed series, okay? I enjoyed every book in that series. That series is like 20 something or 30 something books, right? And this person gave Crossbreed, right, 1 star, right? And then says, oh, disclaimer, I didn't read the previous 22 books. She didn't read the books before to understand what was going on. Because Crossbreed, that book was an epic. That book, to me, was epic. That story, that is what everyone was waiting for. Once you started to read from book 3 and Cassie was introduced, and then you saw her growing up throughout the books, you were anticipating, you were waiting for her story. So when her story came out, everyone loved it. You didn't like it because you didn't read the previous 22 books to know exactly why Cassie was so unique, and to know why Dog, right? Why Dog ended up being her mate, and why it was almost doomed to begin with. Like, their story was building up, and you telling me you didn't read your prior 22 and you want to give this book 1 star. This is not fair to other people who have read the book, who have invested many hours in this series. You don't get it. You didn't read the previous books. It's not fair to authors when they have been writing a series and people did not read the previous book and they just want to jump on and say, oh, because this book is highly anticipated, they just want to read the series from there. If you know this book is a series and it technically cannot be read as a standalone, start from the beginning, like, you know, the rest of us, right? It took me many years to read this entire series, from when the first book was published to when the last book was published. It was several years. So you should just go and delete that review. Just saying. Just click delete. Click delete. Or go read the other books and then go back and edit and change the ratings. Change it to 5 stars. So there's this series, The Black Brothers, and it's an interracial romance series. The brothers are white and they end up with black women. So I read book 1, loved it. Wyatt, 5 stars. So book 2, right? Noah the Beast. That is one of my favorites. I don't know which one I prefer more though. I love Wyatt and I also love Noah, but we're going to look at Noah the Beast today. If you want me to do a reaction to your 1-star reviews, sure, no problem. Comment down below. So this person is saying here that this one's in the negative ratings for me. I harbor this kind of sexism. So the issue is that Noah was in love with Bean for many years. Bean had liked Noah as well, but you know, things just didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen. Bean would see Noah with other women. That's life. Sometimes if you don't say your feelings, how people supposed to know? How he was supposed to know that Bean had these feelings for him? And because of that, you're calling it sexism? People do it all the time. We read our brother's best friends romance all the time. We read friends to lovers all the time. This is no different. Why are you all getting upset and calling it sexism? Because the man was with somebody else. So what? And because of this, you have an issue with it and rate this book at 1? Give this book 1 star? Because you have an issue with a man being with somebody else for 7 years before he ended up with Bean. People need to mature and grow, you know. And that is what he was doing, making sure that he was ready for when Bean was ready for him to handle all of him. You don't read the title, Noah the Beast, and Bean nickname is because she's small like a bean. She's small, right? She's small. I know her big, right? So he had to make sure that she was ready to handle all that he had to give. Okay? She says, kick him to the curb, honey, and embrace that we're in 2019 and not 1919. I don't think anything is wrong if someone wants to wait and give friendship a try before they get into a relationship. Like, again, we're not in 1919. No, you see this next book? There better not be any 1 stars. You see this next book? Where the Sun Hides by Bethany Chris. So after I read Ruthless, people, this was the next book that I read, the next series, Mafia series that I read. It was awesome. It was great. It was heart-racing. The tension. Casimir and Violet. One of the best series I have read. And you see book one is where everything started. And things, you see this book? If you have not read it, you need to read it. Okay, so let's see if I can find any 1-star reviews. There better not be any, you know. Yo, I'm watching you. There better not be any. A 1-star review. Really? They say that this book was decent. This book was not decent. It was so much more than decent. Hello. Are we talking about the same book? Did we read the same book? This book was far from decent. The characters were okay, I guess. But still don't get the 4 stars. Now hear me out. I roast erotica books for a living because some of these authors are trying to force upon us their creepy fantasies. But I will admit that I found Violet terrible and Casimir terrible too. Were they cliche love interests? Yes. Did they annoy the living crap out of me? Mostly no. I just feel like the characters just acted out of their emotions too quickly. Can you control your emotions? If you feel passionate about something, would you be able to control it? No, you would pursue it. And that is what Casimir and Violet did. So in the story, Casimir, he's next in line to become the Russian boss. And Violet, her dad is actually the head of the Italian mafia. And back in the day when they were younger, there was this big war and they have clear lines drawn dividing the territories between the two mob groups, okay? One is forbidden from going on the other side. So when Violet decides, hey, it's my birthday, time to party, she goes to the other side and there they meet. And Casimir remembered when they were younger that they met before. There was this special connection between both of them when they were younger. So how you mean you don't understand why people gave this 5 stars? It's easier. It's easy. Really, it is. We enjoyed the book. When you have these two persons forbidden from being together, do you understand the trials and tribulations and secrets they have to keep? Do you understand that they have to betray persons that they're close to? Do you understand that they're putting their lives at risk for a piece of happiness? And that is what this whole story is about. That is why we have so much drama in this book. Again, we understood the assignments. You didn't. This reviewer wrote, if my father was a mafia boss and said to me not to go to certain places, I would not go certain places, especially when it could cause a war. So why would they even think about being together could work? Okay? It's stupid. At some point, no matter how crappy their families are, I could see a point of what each father was making. Why are you saying that if your father tell you not to do something, you will not do it? Like, really? Really? This is an adult here we're talking about, right? So, if she wants to go and meet someone that is in a territory that she shouldn't be in, so be it. She's doing what she wants to do. Rules are there to be broken. Boundaries are there to be crossed, to be erased. Right? So, how you know their relationship would not work? Honestly, her father is so controlling. I was totally upset with her father, to be honest. Violet's father, he is controlling. He tell her what to do, where to go to school, what to study, what to wear, when to go out, when not to go out, where to live. Have a driver to control her every movement. And you saying she mustn't push back? She must just take that? No. Honestly, no. Right? And let me just say, this book here, this book laid the foundation for everything juicy that came after. You ended this prematurely. Just saying, you ended this prematurely. So, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like this video, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below and look out until I post another video.